All right, sports fans, here we are with another round of Half-Baked Sports. Here we are. We're going to start it off with the Houston Texans. First down. Let's go.
And ladies and gentlemen, Chuck has a new team. It's on the bottom of his tier, though, but it's still his team.
But honestly, is it really his new team? Because it's all like New England people, so it's an extension of his team.
So with that being said, that makes more sense why he's rooting for him right now.
Or we call him the Houston Patriots.
Nick Caserio. How do you say the name?
Caserio. I don't know.
Look,
all I know is
I know that you're probably anxious to get in on this. I know that you just found out, but after 1 year, inheriting a complete mess of a team, and a team that only won 4 games last year, lost marquee players in J.J. Watt and Hopkins was already gone, wasn't he?
Yeah, Watson.
Watson was sitting out the entire season.
Yeah,
I mean, a complete mess. That they had to go out and get Burkhead and Amendola, which
Patriots
saved
them at that special and don't
games.
Don't get me wrong,
Brandon
Cooks. We were at the game.
Brandon
Cooks was sitting on the sideline after like the first 2 series, so that's a problem.
Yeah, from like the second.
I think he was injured.
But my point is that the Caserio, who's first year GM, is firing the head coach. Saying that it's the best, he feels it's the best decision for the team. Excuse me, you're giving him credit for building whatever strong core that you believe you got out of this year. But so you're giving him credit for that, but you're not going to let him see what he can do to it next year when hopefully you get some better talent.
Some more talent. You got the draft coming up. You got free agency coming up. You guys went 4 and what? What was it?
4
and 13. 4 and 13.
13.
4-13.
With nothing. Any fan, any other coach that had this team would be like, I don't even want to deal with this mess. So you got this guy.
Any other head coach would have tanked and taken that for number 1 overall.
He did everything he could with these players he had. He didn't have no issues. They didn't have no off the field issues. I mean, they won 4 games with a 3rd round draft pick quarterback, a beat up, broke down running back, and a carousel of wide receivers coming in and out. Now the Nico Collins and Amendola, them boys played their butt off. But you got Amendola late in the year.
Yep.
So
yeah.
I don't understand this. I'm with Josh on this one. This is a stupid decision.
The dumbest move.
I'm sorry. This is another stupid decision by the Houston.
And let me ask the question to all of our followers, all 30 or 40 or 2 of you. How many years should a head coach get to turn around a team?
Well, yeah, I say 3. I say 3. You need 3.
Yeah. And I want to know honest answers. So please put them below because that's a valid point. New GM, new head coach, gutted team, no draft picks,
no leadership and ownership,
and still not only won 4 games, right? But also went toe to toe with New England.
Toe-to-toe with Tennessee Titans.
In a good game. Last game of the season, which we were all there.
Yes, sir.
To the Tennessee Titans and kept a close enough game that they almost won.
And then they did beat the Titans early in the season.
Yeah.
Early in the season. I mean, not just beat them, they put a whooping on them. So you had players.
I've got it right here. Where was the earlier Tennessee game?
I think it was
22-13.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't even that close. To be honest with you, the defense was playing lights out. They intercepted Tannehill 4 times, 2 pick sixes out. I think 1 or 2 pick sixes out of it. And then you go the last game of the season against Tennessee, and you go toe to toe with them. Now, it was 21-0 at halftime, but look what happened at the second half. Everybody showed up. The defense showed up. The offense showed up, and it was a lot better game.
2-point game.
And so you can't sit here and tell me this coach is not doing it.
And you're going to reward the coach for building you a strong core by firing him. Or, I'm sorry, let it parting ways because it's the best thing for the team. So, I don't know, man. All I want to say is, Nick Caserio, I'm looking for the day that they fire you because obviously with that kind of mentality, you are not going to lead this team to a winning season.
Whoa.
Stop. All right, Mr. New England fan.
let's stop some of these breaks here, okay?
No. Okay. I'm standing by my word. Watch. Until he's gone,
when
the Texans will not be a winning organization.
We already know that the Houston Patriots, right, are the Patriots, what do you call it, practice squad. That's what the whole team is our practice squad.
Or the leftovers.
Or the leftovers, however you want to call it. So what we're doing here in this organization is building up the people that we thought were not qualified to be Patriots, and we're building them up on the Texans. So, like Nico Collins, we can possibly trade him back to the Patriots.
Amendola
to the Patriots.
Amendola can't cut it on the Patriots squad anymore.
Right,
So they're sending him to the JV,
the D-League.
The D League, G League, or whatever.
The AFC South Patriots.
And then you have to also think about it. We also run the Titans too. See, it's a slow and steady indoctrination.
A full New England take over the NFL.
I'm just telling y'all. I'm letting y'all know. But back to the Texans though. Once Castaccio, I'll call it.
It's like
Casario,
something like that.
The GM Patriot guy. Since he has complete control of the team, we already know that he went out and got with Brian Flores. They did a little interview. They were like, "Hey, guy, I hadn't seen you in a year." Yada yada yada. Cool. So now, if Brian Flores doesn't get it, I believe that he will reach out to Josh McDaniels or Matt Patricia. All
these expatriates.
Right. Because that's the standard anyway. So once we get that back into the fold here, back into the Texans organization, because we had O'Brien here and we had Romeo Cornejo, and that's when we were in the playoffs often. Because you have to remember, even though what's the guy, the Broncos guy, Broncos head coach, Kubiak, even though he may have drafted Watt and
he didn't draft Johnson.
No, not Johnson.
Mario Williams he drafted.
No,
that was somebody else.
That was somebody else too. Yeah,
I'm trying to think of the linebacker. The
Cushing?
No, the Watts. Yeah, he may have drafted those two.
JJ Watt.
Right, but O'Brien.
Not Watts. There's no S there.
Sorry, Watt. Sorry.
But
O'Brien.
And he's the new
best
Texan
thing
fan.
O'Brien did was draft Deshaun Watson, number 4 here. Number 4. That was us.
And honestly,
that was us. That was
who drafted Hopkins?
And let's not kid ourselves.
Wasn't it Kubiak?
Realistically, if this firing, right, doesn't lead to getting Deshaun back on the field, it's a lost cause.
If we bring Brian Flores in,
he might stay.
I got your coach.
He might stay.
So he likes Brian Flores?
He was trying to go to Miami.
Well, I know, but that could be for other reasons too.
But with that being said, you have to understand: are they going to reach out and try to fix whatever the problem is they have with the rapport they have with him right now?
It doesn't matter
no matter what coach you bring in,
they've already basically targeted him character wise. So I mean, for me, on principle, I would walk away. I'm like, you guys are fucking
crazy.
Excuse me, but you guys are out of your mind if you think I'm going to stay here after that situation. So look, I don't know. I mean,
look, I'm gonna raise my hand real quick. If it was me, Nick Castacio, I'm butchering your name. If it was me in that position,
we gave him too much alcohol. Sorry.
I will give Deshaun Watson 2 choices: either you play for the team or you can sit there. That's all you got. Because I'm not trading.
Hey, he gets his paycheck.
And you get a paycheck.
And I'll gladly pay you sitting on that bitch. But guess what? You will rust for 4 years.
Oh, damn. That's true, too. Who would touch him after that?
This is why nobody will hire him as a head coach. Maybe an offensive coordinator, but never a GM. He'd be a good GM. Don't get me wrong. But head coach, hell no.
I'm not trading him for nothing. You're going to sit right there.
You're on my team.
Yep. But anyway, so, yeah.
But we got off the subject of Cully not being there. And I said, when they hired Cully, I was the first one like, who the hell is Cully?
Nobody.
I mean, he's been a career assistant coach. This is his first chance at a head coaching position. First time head coach for 4-13. That's not bad. No. And of course, like somebody pointed out that I talked to earlier, they go, well, maybe they hired him just as a placeholder because nobody was out there.
That's what I said.
Okay, and that is definitely a valid possibility. But look, you don't hire a placeholder for 5 years or a 4-year contract
and then cut him off.
Yeah, no. At anything, you give him 2-year contract, right? Mm-hmm. With incentive, and then go from there. But then even then, I'm saying my point is they should have given him another year. That's my point.
But we're missing the real point. The reason he got fired is because Flores became available. That's the only reason he got fired. Flores wasn't available,
obviously,
he would have stayed.
We'll know that here in a few weeks once they, figure out the hiring.
You, they talked to Flores as soon as that.
They did.
Well,
I got 2 things.
He said, "Yeah, sure."
I got 2 things to say. That I agree with, and then to piggyback off your comment about there were no coaches. There was a plethora of coaches available. What it was is that, with Deshaun Watson requesting a particular set of coaches, and then the organization was like, "Well, why the what's his name?
The owner wanted Benjamin out of Kansas City,
right?" But the owner was like, why am I listening to you? I pay you. And that's how that all debacle went down.
Well, and honestly, it's like
Because there was Jim Caldwell, Lovey Smith.
It was a bunch of my.
There
well,
was a
obviously
bunch
because Lovey Smith is there.
Yeah, right. What's the dude? Schwartz. Because he quit.
The one from what was like the guy from the Chargers? Remember he got let go.
Anthony
Oh
Lynn.
yeah, Anthony Lynn.
Yeah, Anthony Lynn.
And honestly, that would be a good pickup here.
I'm talking about Jim
I think
Schwartz, the guy that was over the Eagles and the Detroit Lions.
Oh, you're thinking Pedersen? Aren't you?
No,
Doug.
Jim Schwartz.
Doug Peterson.
No.
Schwartz.
Jim Schwartz.
Schwartz. He was the Detroit Lions for a while.
Right.
And then he
he's
was
available.
but he
He's
was
available.
what was he? The OC or the DC
Offensive
over in
coordinator. Offensive
Eagles?
Norv Turn's son.
Yeah.
He's a good offensive coordinator. I would at least promoted him to a head coach because that's what you did with Shanahan and Schottenheimer.
Sure did.
So you can't sit there and say you're not going to do it. Norv Turner wasn't a bad head coach.
No,
So-
but I think that I didn't agree with his offense.
Okay.
He likes to throw it too much. He doesn't know how to balance, especially the thing I love about Belichick is he knows how to balance or how to lopside it depending on the opponent.
Right.
North Turner didn't make adjustments like that at all.
Okay, I give you that.
All right. So anyway, I think we kind of beat this one to death.
But I think Bruce Arians, that phone call was made as soon as he was.
Bruce Arians?
When Bruce Arians got let go, I think they made a
Brian
phone call.
Flores?
I mean,
Brian
Brian
Flores.
Flores. Brian Flores. As soon as that phone
Do I need to
call
cut you off before we start these things?
Not yet.
All
As
right.
soon as that phone call was made, that's when they decided to let Cully go.
And look, and they do say that that's like the number one possible target, right? Which they've already got the interview in or scheduled it by this point now. But yeah, if they jump on this too early, it's going to be too blatant, and then they're going to get flack for it. So watch, they're going to interview some more, whoever's available. I think that we'll see an announcement probably right after the Super Bowl.
But the old saying is true. If you fired the guy within the same year you hired the guy, that means you hired the wrong guy. Sorry.
Well, and of course, this is the funny part. The GM said that part of it's his fault, but yet he's the one that still has a job.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
give the guy another chance is what I'm saying. He needs anybody with this kind of a debacle and mess left by Bill O'Brien and that organization, so bad that they had to get rid of their GM too. Please give him another year. I mean, this is ridiculous. Unless, of course, it was understood that this was just a placeholder until we find somebody better.
But you have to understand.
And I still think that that's a shitty way to approach this
But
game.
when we talked about those draft picks, Rick Smith was here during those draft
Yep.
picks when all them guys was brung in, and then when he left, that's when all the BS started.
Yeah.
And literally, and so Cal McNair, this all goes on you. I'm sorry, it goes on you. When your dad was alive, and God rest his soul. He didn't allow this, and if you don't know, get some people in there that can help you, not hinder.
His dad allowed the coaches, the people he hired, to be their jobs.
do their
He
job.
didn't. You're not overriding.
Let's
them.
go ahead and wrap
That's
this
crazy.
up, and the last topic we're going to do today, because we're heading to a poker tournament.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. So
All right,
we got priorities.
Yes, sir.
All right. People.
So I know that the Vegas Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals are playing right now, and I know that that's been a pretty good game.
Go
Keep tabs on
Bengals.
it. We're hoping for the Bengals.
I
Although
picked the Bengals
I
to
wouldn't
win.
be upset if the Raiders win either. That'd still be pretty funny. But outside of this game, what's the most interesting game that you want to see this weekend?
Rams and Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, on Monday?
That's the only one I'm looking at for the simple fact that.
Are you off Monday? Holiday. Is it you go off Monday?
I will be. I'm black.
Okay.
The reason I picked that game. The reason I picked that game.
I guess I have to work.
The reason I picked that game was because at the beginning of this season, I was saying those two teams are going to be top of their division.
My only complaint is that out of the entire NFC lineup here, we have to see the third part of the Rams
it's the trilogy.
Arizona.
And
I
that's
don't.
the thing you
and
run
I
with-
hate trilogies.
And that's the thing you run against.
Well, I mean, you like the Die Hard trilogy?
Let's take a look at the other
no,
teams
Die Hard's
that are in the NFC that are playing. Right.
Yep.
You have Philly, Tampa Bay, San Francisco, and Dallas. Wouldn't you guys like to see a better matchup with any one of Arizona and any one of those other teams.
Arizona versus Tampa Bay.
Tampa
I would
Bay.
like to see that.
I would have loved to see that.
I would love to see that. But
Rams,
the extra game
even Rams. Let's see the Rams go after Tampa Bay.
They beat Tampa Bay early in the season.
So
this
that
would
was
be
a fluke. That was a fluke.
And it's like, and when you take a look at who Tampa Bay is playing, and they haven't been playing the great down the stretch like they did last year.
Well,
they got
full of
the
injuries, but
Eagles.
Yeah.
Even
you don't know which Jalen Hurts you're gonna
even
hit.
Dallas put a 50 burger on the Eagles.
Right, but remember the Eagles were the same team that beat Tom a couple of years back.
Yeah, but that was a couple years back. They're not even the same team.
That was not with this quarterback and these players.
And so a bad analogy, Chuck.
Yeah,
Catch up.
Please stop. Get
But
off,
no,
get off Tom Brady, baby.
yeah, I agree.
How can it be on
the
Tom Brady
Arizona
when the Patriots are going to win? What do you mean?
Oh yeah, the Patriots. Who the Patriots playing?
They're playing the Bills. I got the Bills on
Oh, that's
that
the
one.
other game. Okay,
Yeah,
that's the other. I got the Bills on that one, too.
That's the
Patriots are
other
winning.
part 3 that I'm a little bit upset
And
with
that- yeah,
because
you got two-
I hate these.
You got
And
two. You got two. You
let's see
actually
them.
have two trilogies.
Let's
one in the
see.
NFC, one in the
Yeah, let's see them play somebody else. And then if you do it right, the bracket will match up so that they could potentially play in the championship game. Wouldn't
That would be a better
wouldn't
trilogy
that be
game,
right?
not a wild card game.
Exactly.
Now that you remind me, I officially
But-
believe that the NFL's rigged because there was no reason why the Raiders could have just sat there and let that time run out, and they and the Chargers will be in instead of the Steelers. I'm not saying I hate Pittsburgh. I'm just saying y'all didn't deserve to be there.
Oh,
That's all.
he's talking about the Big Ben thing.
And I
And the
can't
show's
take you
over.
another. No, we got one more comment. and nothing against Big Ben and the Pittsburgh Steelers, but yeah, it did look like this was kind of created to give Ben one chance at the playoffs.
One last shot, and the Big Ben. And like Chuck said before, why is the NFL so in love with Big Ben? Nobody else
I
is
don't know.
except Pittsburgh Steelers fans.
What?
you
how,
gotta-
how long? Well, he's been with the same team for the entire time.
Yeah.
What is that? 16 years?
16, 17
Yeah,
years.
16
But
something.
like I
And,
said,
and,
nobody,
and
nobody,
not a
nobody
single
loves him except
season,
the Pittsburgh Steelers.
not a single losing season. Everything was been 8-8 or better,
But that's good coaching, though.
right?
So I give that to Tomlinson.
Well, that wasn't. So was Tomlinson there the entire time Ben's been there?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
That's good coaching.
But
That's-
anyway,
and that's a rarity.
Coming soon is going to be
Well, no, it wasn't. No, it
my
wasn't.
critique of the crappy
Because remember,
postseason that we're getting,
Tomlinson came after Bill Cowher.
and my
Coward
suggestions
left before
for
right,
how to make
right,
it better.
But Ben was there before Thomason took over.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because remember, you had Willie Parker and the bus.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
Thomason wasn't.
Well, in
over
other
there.
words, Tomlinson inherited a good team. All the players left, and he's still there doing his thing.
Anyway,
so, hey.
last minute comments before we break this up.
No, I'm good. Chuck did it all for us.
Yeah, I know. I got to
I ain't
clean
gonna
up.
lie
some
Yeah,
of
the
this
new
here.
Texan / Patriot South
The Tex
fan.
Tex Patriots.
Shut up.
Tex-
Shut up.
Tex
Shut
Pats.
up. Shut up. Anyway, people.
I don't know.
That's our show
Houston
for
Pats.
today.
Patri-
We're going to get another one in for y'all.
Patrexans?
We're going to let them figure out the name.
Patriots.
And we'll see y'all
Patriots.
later.
All right. On that note,
Houston
We're out.
Patriots. Y'all want me to lead off?
No, you going to let you lead off on whatever topic we talking about.
No, I got the intro. I'm comfortable.
Oh, you going to do an intro this
Yeah, I'm
time?
gonna do the intro.
Uh-oh, Josh, we get the intro this time.
shit. How many shots did you give him before you came
I
over?
ain't giving shit.
No, I was
wasn't with
drinking.
him.
I was drinking before I got here. So
I wasn't with him.
yeah. All right. Ready? All right, half-baked sports fans. Here we are again with another round of the Houston Texans fantasy draft or pickup. Well, I messed up.
What coach
yeah.
you going
You wanna
to
start over?
I messed up already.
That's gonna go on the
halfway
outtake.
into it.
Yeah,
That's
please
outside.
put that on the
I was
outtakes.
halfway into it, confident, and I lost my confidence.
Hey, how about let's keep it simple and just hey sports people, and then go into like
All right.
whatever we want to talk about, which is obviously the Texans debacle.
Okay, cool.
Uno, dos.